Hello everyone, it's Matt here from Prepared UK 101 and I would like to introduce you to the Alpkit Kraku, a micro burner that weighs in at 45 grams. I think this is about the third or the fourth time I've had it on the scales, and it does tend to come in consistently at 44 grams with a measurement like this, where occasionally it will flicker over to 45 grams. I think Alpkit have put in their literature that it weighs in at 45 grams because, well, if they said it weighed 45 grams and somebody reviewed it on YouTube and found that it weighed 46 grams, they'd be hell to pay. Size wise, this is a AA battery, so it's approximately the same length as a AA battery. The burner diameter on the top is the same diameter as an 18650 battery. It is obviously smaller than an 18650 battery. It has these really neat little legs that fold over to create the pot stand, and it's very neat adjustable screw burner control, made from aluminium, titanium and brass. You can see the brass fittings here, and I think the aluminium in this here, and the whole of the important bit is this incredibly strong lightweight titanium. This is a brand new gas canister, and in its operating mode looks like that. This is an Esbit half litre titanium cooking pot, and you can see not much difference in height when fitted onto a C100 gas canister. Pot stand is, look at that, made for this type of cup. The whole setup goes into this neat little Alpkit bag that it comes with, which means that you can get canister stand, a full C100 of gas, the Kraku burner, pizza igniter in the half litre cup with lots of room to spare for sachets of tea, coffee, soup, whitener, sugar. And the whole thing weighs in at 381 grams. That's not bad for something that will rustle you up a cup of tea, half a litre of boiled water, and takes up a whole lot less room than either a Jetboil or Alpkit's own 1200 brew kit. In fact, that swallows. If you were looking to save every possible gram that you had, if you were going ultra lightweight camping to somewhere like Loch Ness, where you were guaranteed to have a regular supply of water, but you weren't sure of how clean and potable it was, then this would certainly be a very, very handy addition to your kit. But does it work? Well, let's have a look. Set the gas up on the stand. Of that 380 grams, by the way, 184 grams was the weight of the full canister of gas. It screws on, and I have been testing this over the weekend a couple of times, and you do have to get it very, very firmly threaded onto the gas canister for it to work. Turn it on, hear the gas coming out, and there you go. It is quite adjustable over quite a small turn of the regulator, and when it's at full it really is quite a fearsome flame. So let's take a cup and a stopwatch, half a litre of bottled water, ambient temperature probably about 16 degrees centigrade, and let's give it a roar. Already I can see flames coming out of the side of the cup, so I think I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. To make it that little bit safer. And let's see how we get on. The one disadvantage of this system, of course, is there's no fluttering, so any heat that comes out of the side of the burner is just going to go and potentially could be a problem. The handles are actually quite warm. They're cooling down a little bit now though. That's probably from it being a little bit too energetic when I set it off. Just coming up to 1 minute 50, just about to pass through 2 minutes. water is very misty, gentle vaporising from the top. There are some bubbles floating to the top and some bubbles clinging to the bottom and the sides of the pot, which is very encouraging. As we just come up for 2 3/4 minutes. Minutes. And that is very, very nearly up to boiling. In fact, another half minute and that will almost certainly be boiling. That was just going past 4 minutes. Minutes, and that is visibly shaking with a very, very effective, very rolling boil. So it's somewhere between the 4 minute and the 4 minute 30 seconds mark. The Alpkit Kraku brought half a litre of water in a lightweight titanium pot up from approximately 16 degrees centigrade to boiling. While that was running, I wondered if, and you see now that doesn't quite fit, I wondered if you could have used the Kraku with a jet boil type pot with a flux ring on the bottom, but it doesn't seem that you can, which would have been a massive saving, because the jet boil stove would have weighed in at 120 grams, so that would have been a real saving. Not every idea is a good idea. While I was waiting for that to boil, it was worth exploring. But all in all, a very nice little stove. Does retain quite a lot of heat after you switch it off, so you would need to leave it for a while to cool down. And the gas canister itself, before the boil, weighed 184 grams. So let's have a little look now. And that's 177 grams. So it's 178 grams. So it's used 6 grams of gas to boil half a litre of water. All in all, I think that is quite an economical little product in terms of price, weighing in at £22.50. In terms of innovation, It's a really beautiful little stove. And price per boil, well, I dare say there are some guys out there who've got much sharper minds than me and scientific calculators who'll be able to determine whether or not it's effective gram for gram in boiling water. I certainly look forward to using it. I think it'll have a valuable place in my micro cookpot, and I'm sure over this summer I will be able to add additional videos of me using it in the outdoors. All in all, as an introductory review, if you were thinking of buying one of these, I hope this has been very helpful. This has been Matt from Prepared UK 101 with the Alpkit Kraku micro burner.